Hi there! You're invited to listen to an exclusive excerpt from the next episode that I'll be publishing on Sunday. My next guest is absolutely fascinating, and this is just a teaser of what you can expect from our discussion. Enjoy listening, and I'll see you on Sunday for the full episode.
Welcome to Finscale, a podcast created by Solène Niederkorn, shedding light on innovation in finance, banking, and insurance.
AML Risks, Crypto, and Algorithm, Mircea Miheascu, CEO of Coinfirm.
And now we put all of this together, like 380 risk flags, we call them, which are calculations. And we have an aggregation methodology. In the end, we say our customer, this is the easiest use case, our customer will give us an address, and within like 1.8 seconds, we come back and say, the risk score is 17, low, no problem, do business, or risk score is 93, high risk, stop, investigate.
Two complex concepts together in this episode, crypto and AML risk scoring. Keep cool, that remains completely understandable. Mircea joined Coinfirm 18 months ago to accelerate the expansion of the software provider offering AML and risk analytics solution for blockchains and cryptocurrencies. Supporting over 1,200 cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dash, and Hyperledger, Coinfirm's AML solutions are used by over 140 global clients ranging from crypto exchanges such as Binance, protocols like NEAR to major financial institutions. We cover the entire range of risks that Coinfirm helps its client to mitigate, such as regulatory risk, transaction, and counterparty risks. We deep dive into the 4 different building blocks of Coinfirm: on-ramp, on-chain, off-ramp, analytics, and see how the startup improved the knowledge of the compliance officer to get into that crypto space, shifting from a pure TradFi thinking to a hybrid one to understand and properly address those risks. We also talk about the last Series A with investors like Milligame Venture and CoinShares. Enjoy listening. Hello, everyone. Hello, Mircea.
Hello, Solène.
I'm very happy to have you on my podcast. You know that this is the first edition in English, so I'm very proud that it's Coinfirm that starts this series of episodes. Thank you very much for your time.
I'm glad we are able to help, even though I'm not a native speaker.
It's okay.
Hopefully, I will be able to explain in English what we do so your audience can learn about what we are building at Coinfirm.
Where does your first name come from?
It's a Romanian name. I moved to Canada 30 years ago. So after 30 years, I can discuss professional topics only in English.
Okay. Mircea, before we start with Coinfirm, can you maybe present yourself and explain to us, give us a short feedback on your experience in banking, VC, and at IBM, if I remember correctly?
Yeah. I've been doing many jobs. I've been in software development for over 40 years, and software development specifically for financial technology, for banking. Mm-hmm. I have worked in large software development companies. I manage technology development teams at large banks in both North America and Europe. I have started a company that was part of the early stage of cloud computing technologies. We've been acquired by IBM. Mm-hmm. Ended up spending almost 10 years at IBM managing various development projects, products to be used in data centers, especially for large financial institutions. Mm-hmm. For a while, I managed a corporate VC. For a while, I managed startups in operational role. And I came to Coinfirm about a year and a half ago at the request of investors. They asked me to help the company grow. I have helped the founders and the team at large. We are now 70, almost 80 people, build a successful software development company in the field of crypto compliance and crypto data risk analysis.
So you said many complex words. So we will deep dive. You said risk, compliance, AML, and crypto. So prior to jumping into Coinfirm, I would be interested to go through the main typology of risks that financial institution, custodian, or even payment providers are facing when they're entering that space, that crypto space. Could you do us a sort of go through those risks?
Yeah, so some of the risks that you will encounter as a new player in the crypto space are similar to the risk in fiat space. Mm-hmm. And some of them are quite different. And I'm not going to talk about market risk. Yeah? So market risk is the calculations are totally different. Volatility is totally different. And we're not in that space because our target customers are not the traders. Our target customers are the compliance officers, the ones that need to manage, let's say, not only regulatory risk, because sometimes regulators will tell you how to do it and what to do. Mm-hmm. And the jurisdictions where this is more advanced, like in the United States, the regulators are quite prescribing what to do. They even say, and this is from a couple of months ago, that market participants in financial activity using crypto rails should be using blockchain analytics products like the ones that Coinfirm provides and our friends and competitors. Mm-hmm. In other areas, they don't mention that. At the same time, this is important, let's say, managing regulatory risk. And the regulatory risk goes the full gamut from you will lose your license if you don't comply with regulations, all the way, because in the end we are talking about a lot of money in fiat terms. I would say even going to jail if you do business with certain nefarious parties. So, but the underlying of this regulatory risk is to manage counterparty risk.
Yes,
the counterparty is controlling an address, let's call it a wallet, even though a wallet can be more than one address. Mm-hmm. And when I say controlling, it may be through an intermediary, it can be through a subsidiary, it can be controlling an address that you don't know it's associated with a counterparty, but software like ours will determine how many related addresses are managed by one counterparty. So the key one is the regulatory risk.
Now that you've heard an excerpt from the upcoming episode on Sunday, make sure you stay tuned and connected so you don't miss a beat.